Selesio Karanja becomes the first suspect to be convicted in the NYS Season 1 scandal after the anti-corruption court found sufficient evidence linking him to the loss of 47.7 million shillings through fraudulent procurement practices. In delivering the judgment, Anti-Corruption Court Chief Magistrate Lawrence Mugambi ordered Karanja to pay 4 million shillings fine or spend 4 years in prison and never to hold any public office. Karanja was charged alongside former Devolution PS Peter Mangiti, Senior Director General Adan Harake and 21 others who were acquitted on March 2018 on grounds that the prosecution failed to table sufficient evidence to prove that indeed there was conspiracy to commit the crime. And a 5-judge bench of the High Court will on Thursday next week rule whether Kawar Qureshi is duly registered to practice in the country. The bench led by Justice Helen Omondi will further rule on whether lawyers James Orengo and Okongo Omogeni are fit to represent Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu. This is after the Director of Public Prosecution sought Orengo and Omogeni to recuse themselves, alleging conflict of interest as they sit at the Senate Legal Committee. Orengo and Omogeni, on the other hand, argues that the DPP did not adhere to the provisions of the advocates in appointing Qureshi, an oversight they say has rendered his appointment null and void. And finally, 3 Chinese nationals who were arrested in Kilimani Estate while in possession of suspected game meat and wildlife trophies have been released on bond. Magistrate Caroline Zibe released Shang Li, Yan Jingwei and Zhang Ji on a personal bond of 10 million shillings with an alternative of 1 million shillings cash bail. The suspects were being detained at Kilimani police station after the prosecution was granted addition of 5 days to conclude investigations. They were arrested when police raided their house in Kilimani and found a leopard skin, ivory pieces, rhino horns, and a live tortoise, contrary to Section 95 of the Wildlife Conservation and Management Act of 2013. For Scales of Justice, I'm Ben Troy. Enjoy.